Catherine McKenna's Environment Ministry just saluted the Assad regime for their commitment to climate change, and that, my friends, is why I call that woman Climate Barbie. The Syrian civil war has been raging for 6 long years. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, 465,000 people had been killed as of March 2017. The war itself has caused an international refugee crisis, which has enabled Islamic State militants to pose as refugees and enter into other countries. And there are no good guys in this war. There's the Syrian dictator, Bashar al-Assad, who's used chemical weapons at least twice on his own civilians. Assad even employs secret torture chambers where people as young as 13 are tortured for their dissidence. And then there are the rebels fighting against Bashar al-Assad, also not great guys. Now, there are many different factions fighting the Assad regime, but many of them are linked to the Islamic State. The ongoing fighting has helped the Islamic State seize vast tracts of land in the region. Now, when I said there were no good guys in this war, I was only speaking for myself there, because according to the Canadian Environment Ministry, there is a good guy in this war, and that good guy is the brutal Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad, because Syria just signed on to the UN's Paris Agreement on global warming. Yeah, that's right. According to the Canadian government, nerve gas is hot and greenhouse gas is not. Just look at this tweet from the official Environment Minister Twitter account. It says, Canada salutes Nicaragua and Syria for joining on to the Paris Agreement. Global Climate Action, COP23. But why would the ministry tweet something so stupid in the first place? Why would they praise a country whose president poisoned his own people for his efforts to fight climate change? It's because Donald Trump hasn't signed on to the Paris Accord, and he never will. They tweeted that moronic tweet just to troll the Americans. The Canadian government is so eager to make themselves the leader of the global anti-Trump cabal that they'll praise literally anyone in an attempt to marginalize the American administration, even if it means praising a dictator with torture chambers who used sarin gas on children. Catherine McKenna had her ministry delete the tweet, and she issued an explanation, a pseudo-apology, on her own Twitter account, saying it was a mistake, the act of a lone bureaucrat or staffer, and certainly not something that she would normally say. But let's be real here. I know through other Freedom of Information investigations we've done that the Environment Ministry has at least 24 people screening, planning, and workshopping different SJW-sounding tweets. Nothing about this Syria tweet was accidental. It was likely a large group effort and absolutely what the ministry meant to say. They just didn't really expect a backlash this time. And this isn't the first time Catherine McKenna's enormous team of tweeters has made a ridiculous and embarrassing social media bungle. On International Penguin Day, whatever that is, the Environment Ministry tweeted a picture of a puffin. One time they fell victim to one of the most excellent trolling jobs I have ever seen. Someone from Saskatchewan suggested to the ministry that we should do away with security lighting in the name of climate change, and the ministry actually tweeted the idea out as though it were a good one. And more recently, the Environment Minister's official account tweeted a picture of what it claimed to be a UPS bike delivery initiative, except the picture of the bike they tweeted wasn't the bike that UPS is using. The image still had the Getty Images watermark on it, and the bike actually had a flat tire. This is in fact the actual UPS bike delivery service. 24 government bureaucrats, and we still get a complete mess from that account on a daily basis. Now, for the true believers of climate change like Catherine McKenna, climate change is the greatest threat to mankind, in this instance even more so than a 6-year-long civil war that's killed nearly 500,000 people and created a global crisis. Last year at the UN's climate change conference in Morocco, Catherine McKenna praised the United Arab Emirates for their action on climate change. Of course, the United Arab Emirates is opening more coal-fired electricity plants, if you care about that sort of thing, and I know Catherine McKenna does. I also hear she cares very, very deeply about women's rights. She's currently fighting sexism by complaining in the media about her hurt feelings caused by my nickname for her, Climate Barbie. But she praised the United Arab Emirates, a country that routinely beats female temporary foreign workers for the crime of carrying an illegal pregnancy. For the proponents of human-induced climate change, it's climate over people every single time, and this latest incident with the Syria tweet is absolutely no different. They turn a blind eye to human rights abuses because for them, humans are the real problem as opposed to the solution. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this flaky liberal government heaped praise on the Islamic State if they installed wind turbines in Raqqa and used solar heat to burn people alive in cages. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Do you know that I have a weekly show here on The Rebel called The Gun Show? I talk about Alberta issues with people I don't think get a fair shake in the mainstream media. To get access to my show and all of our amazing premium content, become a Rebel subscriber today.